Looking to shed some weight? Well, it's not exactly a piece of cake. Achieving weight loss requires making significant alterations to your eating habits and incorporating regular physical activity. However, it's important to acknowledge that visible results may not come overnight. Adding to the challenge is the abundance of weight loss information saturating the internet. With countless diets and trendy superfoods vying for your attention, making the right choice to burn that excess fat can be quite conundrum. One of the most widely praised methods is intermittent fasting, which boasts a large following due to its reported effectiveness. What's particularly appealing about it is that you don't need to meticulously count calories. But the crucial question remains, does intermittent fasting truly facilitate weight loss? And more importantly, does it outperform calorie restriction in this regard? In today's video, we'll delve deep into the world of intermittent fasting. We'll compare it to the traditional calorie restriction method and offer tips on how to maximize its efficacy, so stick around until the end to get the full scoop. But first, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. What is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is a dietary approach that involves consuming food only during specific time windows and abstaining from eating for the remainder of the day. It has gained popularity as an effective method for weight loss and is believed to offer various health benefits. One of the most commonly practiced forms of intermittent fasting is the 16-8 method, which entails fasting for 16 consecutive hours and eating within an 8-hour window with no food restrictions. Other variations involve a 24-hour fasting period, typically undertaken once or twice a week. During this period, you would refrain from eating one lunchtime to the next. The third prevalent form is the 5-2 diet, where you eat normally for 5 days of the week and restrict your calorie intake to around 500 to 600 calories on the remaining 2 days. By reducing the number of meals you consume, intermittent fasting naturally lowers your daily calorie intake. Additionally, it can alter your hormone levels in ways that support weight loss. Fasting enhances insulin sensitivity and reduces insulin levels in the body, allowing increased access to stored fat. Short-term fasting also positively impacts metabolic rate, with research indicating an increase of 4 to 14%. Studies conducted over periods ranging from 3 to 24 weeks have shown that intermittent fasting can lead to weight reductions of 3% to 8%, along with a decrease in waist circumference to 4% to 7%. This suggests its effectiveness in targeting belly fat, which is beneficial for overall health as it reduces fat around vital organs. Beyond weight loss, intermittent fasting offers other health advantages. It promotes the production of brain hormone BDNF, vital for the growth of new nerve cells and potentially protective against Alzheimer's disease. Additionally, it helps lower levels of harmful cholesterol, reducing the risk of heart disease. What is calorie restriction? Calorie restriction is another approach to weight reduction, and one popular method within this category is the 1,200 calorie diet. As the name implies, this diet involves limiting your daily calorie intake into 1,200 calories. For most average result, this is significantly lower than their typical daily consumption. Dietitians and healthcare professionals often recommended it as an effective way to achieve weight loss. When advised to reduce calorie intake, it generally means reducing it by about 500 to 700 calories per day. For adult women, this usually translates to a daily intake of 1,200 to 1,500 calories, while for adult men, it's about 1,500 to 1,800 calories per day. Typically, calorie restriction diets are followed for a relatively short duration with the aim of achieving substantial weight loss. Some diets even prescribe as low as 800 calories per day, but such extreme calorie restriction should be only undertaken under medical supervision. When approached in a well-planned manner, ensuring that all necessary nutrients are still consumed, calorie restriction is considered one of the safer methods for fat burning. Research involving nearly 2,100 participants with obesity who followed a 1,200 calorie diet under medical supervision for 12 months showed an average weight loss of nearly 5%. Another study examined various types of calorie restriction diets and found that participants on a 1,000 to 1,550 calorie per day diet lost an average of about 15 pounds. However, it's important to note that calorie restriction has its drawbacks. Overdoing it or severely restricting calorie intake can lead to symptoms like dizziness, nausea, headaches, and other health issues due to insufficient energy intake. It's essential to recognize that the specific calorie requirements vary from person to person. On average, adult women need approximately 2,000 calories per day to maintain their weight, while men require 2,500 calories a day for maintenance. Which one is effective? The debate is over which approach is better for weight loss. Intermittent fasting or calorie restriction has generated mixed results in various studies. Let's examine some of these studies to shed light on the comparison. One study divided participants into three groups. One group followed an intermittent fasting regimen with an eating window, the second group practiced calorie restriction, and the third group made no dietary changes. The study spanned 12 months and found that both the intermittent fasting and calorie restriction groups lost approximately 5% of their weight on average. This suggests that there wasn't a significant difference between two methods in terms of weight loss. However, both of these groups showed greater weight loss compared to the control group that made no dietary changes. Another study involving 550 adults over a period of more than 6 years found that larger and medium-sized meals, 500 to 1,000 calories or more, were associated with weight gain, while smaller meals less than 500 calories were linked to weight loss. In a different study, intermittent fasting and calorie restriction were both found to be effective for weight loss and overall health improvement. Participants were divided into three groups. One group focused solely on calorie restriction, reducing intake of 75% of normal. Another group combined fasting and calorie restriction, and the third group practiced alternate day fasting without calorie restrictions. At the study's conclusion, the first two groups achieved similar average weight loss results. However, the group that followed alternate day fasting without calorie restrictions experienced significantly weight loss on average. This suggests that calorie restriction is more effective than alternate day fasting for reducing body fat content. Additionally, alternate day fasting did not provide additional short-term benefits for metabolic or cardiovascular health when compared to daily calorie restriction. In light of these findings, experts tend to recommend calorie restriction over alternate day fasting for those seeking effective and sustainable weight loss, as it appears to produce better results and offer potential health benefits without the need for extreme fasting practices. However, individual preferences and adherence to a particular approach should also be considered when choosing a weight loss strategy. There's no one-size-fits-all solution for weight loss, and both intermittent fasting and calorie restriction have pros and cons. Choose the method that suits your lifestyle, avoid extreme diets for quick results, and prioritize your health. If you're considering intermittent fasting, follow these steps. First, set goals. Know you're doing, whether for weight loss, improved energy, or health reasons. Second, be consistent. Stick to your fasting schedule diligently. Third, stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water during fasting periods. Fourth, choose nutrient-dense foods. Opt for healthy, nutrient-rich meals. And lastly, listen to your body. Adjust your approach if it doesn't suit you. Remember, weight loss is a personal journey, so focus on a sustainable method that aligns with your goals and overall well-being. In conclusion, the choice between intermittent fasting and calorie restriction for weight loss depends on individual preferences and needs. Both methods have their merits, and extreme diets should be avoided. It's crucial to pick an approach that aligns with your goals and prioritize long-term health and sustainability. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.